Good morning, everyone. It is Thursday, the 2nd of October, and this is today's Trader's Daily Discipline. I'm your host, Jason Allen Jankowski, as always. For my newer listeners, got a bunch of new signups the last couple of days, so I just wanted to say hello, welcome to you guys. Also, if you've been attempting to access netwinningtrader.com, should have no problem there, but if the mighty network that I've got running, the Market Mastery Meetup. If you have been trying to reach that lately, like the last 2, 3 days, may have had an issue. I'm trying to get some service on that, but the actual provider doesn't offer live help of any kind. And so naturally, it's going to be a longer process because I've got to figure out how to solve the problem that showed up. And I don't know how to do that, and there's no help other than read the FAQs, which, as you probably know, doesn't really help someone in my position. I need to talk to a person. But in any case, it may be a little bit of time, so don't get discouraged, and we'll keep you posted on that. Wanted to get right to work for you this morning because I've got an interesting couple of ideas to share with you today. And here's our quote to get us started. And this is from, well, let me just read it with you. The greatest of faults, I should say, is to be conscious of none. And that's from Thomas Carlyle, who, of course, as you may not know, is a Scottish writer, author, wrote a couple of interesting books. Titles escape me, but he died in 1881, so he's been gone a while. But great quote. The greatest of faults, I should say, is to be conscious of none. Why do I put this up here? Well, last couple of days, we finished our my thoughts, or the ones I wanted to bring to the table this week, on computers and their use as tools in this industry. Well, one of the things that computers will do is they will hide errors in thinking or errors in judgment. The reason being is because the individual using them oftentimes believes, erroneously, that the use of computers and software is all I really need to do to find some level of performance for my account. In other words, it's very tempting to think all I got to do is buy a piece of software, sophisticated enough, flip a switch, and it will automate and run for me. Now, there's some people that really buy into that, and some people uh, have very poor gains that ordinarily would do much better. And I personally have never found a systemized approach that any individual could follow perfectly. They always want to mess with it. So what am I trying to say here? Well, what I'm trying to say here is that the reason most individuals do not perform well when they ordinarily could is because they won't consider the possibility that they are the problem. They don't want to accept the fact that the reason I'm not doing as well as I could is because I lack something. I'm not bringing something to the table that's needed. I need to make changes, and I don't want to do that. So, where is it easiest to hide that character flaw, that fault? Hide behind a $1,000 an ounce box. That's all you got to do. Buy some sort of huge monster contraption, spend tens of thousands of dollars on some AI neural net machine learning software that's supposed to learn how to tie its own shoelaces someday, and you'll be fine. I would like to bring to your attention a book that was written years ago by an author named Thomas Basso, who was a reporter, author. I think he won a Pulitzer, not for this book, but for something he wrote. Um, and he wrote a book called The Predictors, and it was the story of a group of university, or what's MIT, Massachusetts Institute of Technology, bunch of PhD level guys hired out of MIT. These are going to be some top level individuals. And they were hired by Goldman Sachs and I think Prudential to write a computer software program that would exploit the S&P 500. And They squirreled these guys away into some place in New Mexico with state-of-the-art computers and software, and all of them were issued brand new leather, brand new, tweed jackets with the leather elbows. They're all there. We're gonna sit in. They all got brand new pipes they can smoke too. And they're gonna sit there and they're gonna figure this out. We're gonna make a ton of dough. And over, I think, a 3-year period of time, they only did a handful of trades. Still not making money, but boy, they've got some huge opportunity they're developing. And the point of the whole story was it's not going to happen that way for you or anyone. Computers are not that smart. And I want to draw the attention to the fact that you're thinking they are might be part of the problem. Not that we can't solve these issues or solve these problems. We can. And in fact, solving them is not that difficult. But in order to really get to your full potential as a trader, you're going to have to admit that your shortcomings are holding you back. What are those shortcomings? And the worst of it, of course, is to think you don't have any. I love talking to those guys because all you have to do is ask them to show their account balance and watch the fur fly. Why they can't do that, or it's nobody's business. So in any case, I'm going to leave you with that. Think it through. You've got some reason that's holding you back. If you're willing to face it, you got a better shot. But you're not going to run from it, hide from it, and put some box in front of your account and expect it to win for you. That's really not going to happen as well as you might think. So good luck. I will talk to you guys on Friday. It's going to be a beautiful day here in South Florida for the rest of the week. So if you're anywhere in the Sarasota area and you'd like to head to the beach for a day or two, why don't you send me an email? I'd like to meet you. Let's discuss your results. Let's find out if we've got some mutual opportunity. Guys, have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow. Thanks.